It's time for the Income for Life Daily Dime. Reactions and analysis on important financial news that impacts you in 10 minutes or less. Brought to you by the podcasting pros at Third Wheel Media. If you're a financial professional, estate planning attorney, real estate agent, or any small business owner, Third Wheel Media has a podcasting production package that fits your needs. Visit thirdwheelmedia.com to find out more. Now, here's today's Daily Dime.
Welcome to the Income for Life Daily Dime, powered by our friends at Third Wheel Media and Folds of Honor, where we have a quick hit discussion in 10 minutes or less about a topic around the financial planning and retirement planning arena. And Nick, we have a very interesting Daily Dime that we're going to discuss today because it affects literally everybody that we visit with and try to plan their retirement for them. And it's about the rising costs of long-term care coverage and long-term care medical scenarios. And what we have here is we have a very interesting article that discusses how the semi-private nursing home room costs have risen 9.2% this past year. So let's jump into this rising costs of nursing home coverage.
This topic has been around for decades, and everybody's known that these things are so expensive and only increasing. We're getting new data that increase in the cost of these things is not slowing down, it's actually increasing. The costs are getting more expensive at an increasing rate. And when we always talk about, Matt, the longevity of a lot of our listeners and our clients, that we're going to live longer with the advancements in healthcare and all of these things. But lots of times that means that an increasing number of us, an increasing percentage of us are going to be required to utilize some of these nursing home or assisted living facilities at some time in our future. And that's only going to get more expensive, and more of us are going to need these services. So these rising costs are scary because if you have savings, you have to spend your savings before you start to get any governmental assistance regarding these things.
Spend it way down.
Way down. And that's the thing that can really add disruption into a financial plan. A retirement plan is the bleeding down of your retirement assets and your savings to manage these costs.
And we always talk about here on our Daily Dime about how much you have in assets at retirement is irrelevant because assets can be lost. So this is a perfect example
lost in many
of
ways,
how assets can be lost is a long-term medical scenario.
Yeah, it's not just market fluctuations.
There's a lot of things.
This is more guaranteed.
The market fluctuation is of course one way that assets can be lost, but the biggest is a potential nursing home scenario. Because as you said, Nick, as we live longer, we are obviously going to have more medical technology and people are living longer, but that longevity is a potential retirement killer if you do not have a stable, guaranteed pension-style income plan set up. Because in retirement, how much you have in assets, it's irrelevant. It comes down to how much guaranteed income can those assets provide. Correct. And we talk about it all the time. So if you're listening right now and you're saying, well, yeah, I understand long-term care costs are going through the roof, but what are they doing out there? What are these numbers? So I have some numbers here real quick, Nick, that I'm going to go through that are the U.S. long-term care costs between 2019 and 2020.
These are staggering, yeah.
These are pretty scary numbers. To have a home health aid service, that on across the country averages $58,619 per year to have a home health aid service. A studio room in assisted living facility, $57,610 per year. These are all annual numbers.
And these are the lowest cost options.
These are the lowest cost options. Now we're at a semi-private skilled nursing facility room.
Here we start to ramp up.
$98,129 per year. And then the big one, the private skilled nursing facility room. That's the big one. You're going to have the 24/7 care.
A nursing home with a private room.
Nursing home. So when people hear nursing home, this is what we're talking about. $112,291 per year. You look at that.
Your $1 million nest egg.
Your $1 million nest egg that you did not have prepared for this. And there's a lot of numbers out there that talk about what are the chances that one of these four things will happen to you in your retirement life. And the average is 1 in 2. So if you think about that, if you got a 50% chance of needing some sort of help, I'm not saying a 50% chance you're going to go into a nursing home. I'm saying 50% chance you're going to need some sort of care in one of these scenarios, and you're not planning for that in your retirement plan, then you are literally going to be in trouble more than likely.
On an average, if these numbers, let's even just take an average number of $100,000 a year. Some are more than that, some are less than that, but $100,000 a year, your $1 million nest egg lasting 10 years. Well, that's eating it just to pay for this. None of the other objectives or goals of passing money on or doing things, giving to charity, whatever it is, can be accomplished in that time if you're utilizing things like this, and these numbers will only increase. In 5 years, these numbers will be higher than this right now. And the percentage of people needing these will probably be higher than this right now. So this is a huge killer to retirement plans and investing that everybody needs to be aware of, and some options that we need to talk about.
And there's a lot of people out there that, Nick, you and I talk to all the time where we bring up this scenario, and they say one of two things typically. They either say, A, well, yeah, I priced it out and it's just too expensive. I just literally cannot afford having that insurance. That's
a little bit
one.
Late in life, maybe something like that.
I didn't get it when I was 50 years old. I'm 67 years old, and the price of that is through the roof. I can't afford it. Or the second thing that we hear is, yeah, I looked into it and I don't qualify medically.
Exactly.
They underwrite me and I do not have the ability to qualify medically. And if I do, they're going to put a rider or a waiver on different things.
Correct.
That it doesn't make any sense for me to have it.
The limits are so small that it's not going to do anything. You're just paying premiums.
So the only other option is run that risk and hope for the best. Correct. And hope you don't have to go in. But what if there was a way? What if there was a way where you could kind of have your cake and eat it too?
A little bit middle of the road, yeah.
A little bit middle of the road. And ironically, there are plans out there that, Nick, you and I talk to our clients with all the time that have these built-in features to help you offset the cost of your medical scenarios.
Correct.
And they come with no underwriting.
Correct.
So people are like, wait a minute. So you're telling me, Matt, that I can build a pension-style plan with you guys there at Income for Life and have my income guaranteed for the rest of my life. And there are services in that plan and there are options in that plan that I can build in with no underwriting and no additional cost.
Correct.
To help offset some of these costs? Yes, we tell people, yes, there are plans built for that. And I have actually had clients that have built their entire retirement income plan around that feature.
Correct.
And they said, well, yeah, there's a good chance, my family history says that I may need some of these things or whatever it might be. Or, yeah, I can see some of those things coming and I don't qualify medically for whatever it might be. I'm going to build my retirement plan around that. And if it happens, I got it.
Correct.
But if it doesn't, I got it. I'm good either way.
It's at minimum a hedge. So these products are designed for pension-style income. You don't need to be underwritten for that, but then they have features and benefits and some additional value to help hedge some of these costs that you don't know if you're going to have. But if they do happen to you or one of your loved ones in these plans, you have some ability to access these things a little bit early, increase that income that's coming out to help pay for some of these expenses to where you're not being bled on all of your accounts throughout the thing, and just utilize these plans to help supplement that.
And the best thing about these features as we wrap up today's Daily Dime is that with these particular features that are in these pension style income plans is that you do not have to be in the nursing home bed. You do not have to be in the full-blown, big 24/7 care. You just have to be in a scenario where you're needing a little bit of help, but still be at home. So these features are automatically included in certain types of plans out there that are built for pension-style income. So if you're listening today on today's Income for Life Daily Dime, you're like, well, that's me. I need one of those. All you have to do is give us a call. We'll walk you through exactly how they work, see if that's a plan for you, and if so, we can help you get it started.
Great call. It's needed for everybody. We got to start having this conversation. More people need to start thinking about different ways that they can hedge this risk.
Absolutely. That is it for us today on the Income for Life Daily Dime. Again, powered by our friends in Folds of Honor and Third Wheel Media. Thank you for listening to our quick hit 10-minute or less discussion about a pressing retirement planning thought or concern that is out there in today's world. We hope you enjoyed today's show, and until next time, bye-bye for now.
This has been the Income for Life Daily Dime. Reactions to and analysis of the important financial news of the day in 10 minutes or less. For help with your financial and retirement plan, call 888-228-8814 or visit incomeforlife.org. The Daily Dime is brought to you by the podcasting pros at Third Wheel Media. Do you need a turnkey solution to launching and maintaining your own podcast? We have packages for business professionals that provide you with content, editing, posting, social media, and all the steps in between. We can make the podcasting process simple and effective. Book a free consultation at thirdwheelmedia.com and mention you heard about us on the Daily Dime for access to an exclusive discount on our services. That's thirdwheelmedia.com. Information provided on today's show is for informational purposes only and does not constitute investment, tax, or legal advice. Information is obtained from sources that are deemed to be reliable, but their accuracy and completeness cannot be guaranteed. Always consult with a qualified professional before taking any action.